moments when Blake Lively's diva behavior came back to haunt her. Remember that time during the It Ends With Us press tour when Blake Lively's baby bump interview went absolutely viral? Blake, whose natural charm usually lights up any room, was promoting a film that dealt with the heavy topic. Instead of delivering a serious message, she took a lighthearted approach, telling fans to grab your friends, wear your florals, in reference to her character Lily Bloom's name and her flower shop.
It Ends With Us is in theaters now, so grab your friends, wear your florals, and head out to see it.
While this playful tone might have worked for some, it sparked a fierce backlash from viewers who felt that making jokes about such a sensitive subject was out of line. Blake later claimed in her suit that the negative fan response was artificially manufactured by Justin Baldoni and his PR team. However, various insiders, including a journalist by the name of Kirsty Fla, have weighed in with a different perspective. According to Kirsty, it wasn't a sinister plot by Justin at all. It was Blake's own behavior that had fans raising their eyebrows. Her breezy, almost nonchalant tone during the interview, especially when discussing a film about sensitive topics, became a focal point of criticism. People expected more gravity from someone promoting such an important topic, and instead, they got a dose of what many called diva behavior. Let's rewind to August 10th, 2024, a day when Kirsty Fla decided to upload an old interview of Blake Lively and actor Parker Posey while they were promoting the film Cafe Society. In this interview, Kirsty kicked things off by congratulating Blake on her little bump in a rather cheerful manner. To her surprise, Blake's response was equally cheeky. Congrats on your little bump.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
Instead of taking the comment at face value, Blake essentially threw it right back at Kirsty, completely avoiding any genuine discussion about her pregnancy. Instead of engaging directly with the reporter's comment, she quickly shifted her attention to Parker Posey, who was seated next to her, exuding his usual charm. The moment didn't end there. When Kirsty continued with her line of questioning, shifting the focus to wardrobes on set, Blake didn't hold back. Everyone wants to ask about the clothes, but I wonder if they'd ask the men about the clothes, she declared before launching into an unexpected praise for the male actors' wardrobes.
Yeah.
And working in
Everyone
digital.
wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes.
Jesse Eisenberg's wardrobe was beautiful, and Corey's wardrobe was gorgeous, she added. For many, this entire exchange was the epitome of diva behavior gone too far. Kirsty Fla later admitted that this interview made me want to quit my job. It was one of those moments that has been cited time and again by fans and critics as a prime example of Blake's tendency to let her ego take center stage, at times overshadowing the subject at hand. Celebrity love coach and body language expert Nicole Moore provided some fascinating insights into what really went on during that heated exchange with Blake Lively and Kirsty Fla. According to Moore, when Kirsty congratulated Blake on her little bump, Blake's response wasn't as innocent as it seemed. Instead of smiling warmly, Blake paused, moved her eyes from side to side, and even pointed at the journalist as she repeated, "Congrats on your little bump." Moore explained that Blake's reaction appeared to stem from deep offense. She seemed to interpret the remark as a slight, perhaps suggesting that the reporter was being rude. Blake didn't smile as if she were receiving a positive message, but instead she paused, moved her eyes from side to side, and then pointed to the journalist as if she was throwing the comment back at her, Moore observed. Meanwhile, Kirsty's body language changed drastically too. Her initially open and smiling demeanor shifted to one of reserved discomfort. According to Moore, Kirsty even started wringing her hands, signaling that she was wrestling with her emotions and feeling hurt. It was as if the entire interview turned into a silent battle of wills, leaving everyone to wonder if Blake's diva moment was simply a facade for something deeper. Blake Lively has been very open about her need for creative control in her projects. In fact, within Justin Baldoni's suit against her, there's a detailed account of how Blake became increasingly demanding during the pre- and post-production phases of It Ends With Us. Page 39 of Justin's timeline reveals that his producing team was so concerned about Blake's tendency to overstep that they advised against granting her access to the film's dailies. Their fear was that she might start editing the movie herself, dictating which takes to use, a move that, according to Justin's team, was all too likely. Blake's insistence on having a say in every aspect of her projects isn't new. In a 2022 interview republished by Forbes in February 2025, she admitted that she craved authorship over her creative work. "I would show up on set knowing that they just wanted me to look good and say my lines," she explained. "But I also knew that wasn't fulfilling. I wanted to be part of the storytelling, to contribute to the writing, the costume design, the creation of my character." While some directors and producers welcomed her input, others were less enthusiastic, feeling that she had no business meddling in departments beyond her acting. Blake even admitted that she sometimes took acting jobs under the guise of merely contributing her talent, while secretly having ulterior motives to shape the narrative. This need for creative control, though admirable in some circles, has also earned her a reputation as a diva, who can sometimes let her ambitions run wild, much to the chagrin of those she works with. One of the juiciest examples of Blake being a diva dates back to her time on the hit series Gossip Girl. Long before she became a household name in Hollywood, Blake wasn't exactly thrilled about the casting decisions on the show. In a candid interview with Glamour UK, as reported by People, Blake admitted that she was initially upset about Penn Badgley's inclusion in the cast. "At first, I was so upset that they hired him, I actually poisoned the whole cast against him," she confessed. According to Blake, she went to such lengths as to influence her co-stars against Penn, only for things to take an unexpected turn. "Almost immediately, I realized that he wasn't a jerk at all. He was actually really nice and charming," she admitted, adding that it took her about a week to come around. While this revelation might seem humorous to some, fans across social media took a particular offense. One Reddit user declared, "She is just the biggest mean girl. She needs to be canceled," while another expressed disbelief that such behavior could have continued for over 20 years. Critics on X, formerly Twitter, weren't shy either, with one remarking, "Blake Lively, the 37-year-old who still can't or won't grow past her high school mean girl phase." This old-school diva moment continues to haunt her reputation and is often cited as an example of behavior that should have been left in her past. During a promotional interview on Jake's Takes for the film It Ends With Us, Blake Lively's handling of a sensitive subject came under question. When asked if victims of certain things could reach out to her for advice or support, Blake's response was widely criticized. "Are they like asking for my address or my phone number or my location share? Oh, I could just location share you and we could," she replied before adding, "I'm a Virgo, so I'm like, are we talking logistics? Are we talking emotionally?"
Asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share.
These remarks, delivered in a tone that many found dismissive, quickly went viral on TikTok. Fans and critics alike pounced on the clip, with one commenter noting, "The way she is sitting with her feet up on the couch, in her heels, clearly says she doesn't care about this interview." Others argued that her initial response was a subtle way of telling people not to come to her with their stories. "That's her way of saying, 'Don't approach me with your issues,'" one user commented. Another went so far as to accuse her of only being in the film for the paycheck, suggesting that her lack of genuine empathy was a stark contrast to the gravity of the subject matter. The discussion over her remarks further cemented her reputation among some fans as being out of touch with the very real struggles that victims face. Blake Lively's reputation has been further complicated by the drama involving Justin Baldoni. Justin's suit against Blake claims that she overstepped her boundaries during the production of It Ends With Us, taking control of both pre- and post-production processes in ways that upset the creative team. The suit includes detailed accounts, one even referencing page 39 of a timeline, highlighting how Justin's team unanimously advised against giving Blake access to the film's dailies, for fear she might start editing the movie herself. This conflict over creative control has been one of the most talked about aspects of the production, painting Blake as a diva who is both demanding and difficult to work with. Blake's own admission about needing creative control was captured in a 2022 interview, where she described how unsatisfying it was to simply show up on set, perform, and then stand in a designated spot while the script was read off a little pink sticker. "I wanted to be part of the storytelling," she declared. While some colleagues appreciated her passion, others resented the fact that she appeared to think she deserved a larger role in the creative process than just acting. This insatiable need for authorship in her projects has been a recurring theme in her career, adding to the myriad reasons why her diva behavior continues to come back and haunt her. What do you guys think about Blake Lively now? Is she finding her exit from Hollywood unintentionally? Or is she gonna stick around? Let me know in the comments, and I hope you have a great day.